Okay, good morning, everybody. Beautiful Saturday, beginning of September 2022. It'll be about 100 degrees again today. We're going to shoot some quick, fun videos for you guys just to kill some time and have some fun. Um, those of you guys out there who are fans of World War II German armor, or fans of German World War II armor scale model building will know what these two pieces are right here. These are actually either Stug or Panzer IV tank tracks. Now the top one here is a 1/35th scale white metal casting from Fruhl, and the bottom one is slightly bigger. It's a 1/32nd scale plastic one from Revell from their Panzer IV kit line. And one's a little bit more detailed than the other. One's a little bit more crude, obviously. And to give you some size comparison or size reference scale, we'll put the obligatory penny right there. You guys get an idea of what's going on. But why we're here today is because I happen to have lucked out. If I ever want to compare these two, either the 1/35th or the 1/32nd scale pieces to drawings or the real thing to see how accurate they are, I lucked out. Pretty cool, huh? That is either off of a Stug or a Panzer IV of a German tank that was destroyed out there in the country of Ukraine back, I want to say, around 40. The winter from December spilled over to January of 44, 45. And just for a size comparison to the real thing, let's go ahead and show you guys my laptop off in about 6 inches away. My laptop is actually a full-size laptop. It's not a compact model at all. And there you get an idea how one tank track pretty much gobbles up a huge chunk of my workbench. And it weighs a ton. So for those of you out there who hear people pushing that history is wrong and go back and burn the history books and history should be feared because it could come back and bite you in the butt, well, they're kind of full of it. History is meant to be cherished. History is meant to be studied. History is meant to be followed. History is meant to be, you learn from its mistakes, you learn from its triumphs. History will not come back and bite you in the butt. History will not come back and destroy you. History is not an animal or a being. History is just history. But it's fascinating. Let me give you guys a couple more shots of this girl here. And there's my laptop about 6 inches away. Now, how you can tell if this was an earlier or later version of either a Stug or a Panzer, what in terms of the tracks anyways, is the later versions would have these chevrons that would stick out here in the shape of a V. Think of sergeant stripes here for better traction in wet snow and mud conditions. The earlier ones like this one here, or how you can tell this is an earlier one, is because these tracks here were smooth, didn't have the chevrons on there, and the chevrons would stick out pretty good. And then they came up with ice cleats and extended stuff. They had all sorts of neat stuff. Well, I hope you liked the video. Like I said, definitely history is not to be feared. Try to give you guys a view from every angle. There we go. Whew. Woo, that weighs a ton. I was doing that with one arm. So, like I said, history is not to be feared, and it's not going to come back as an evil being. History is just history. It's time that passed, but history is meant to be cherished, followed, studied, and we learn from it pretty much every day if we use our brains. Probably one of the most fascinating, funnest subject matters you're ever going to follow. History of anything. You can even do a history of this particular metal scriber. Everything has a history. So a history of everything pretty much fascinates me. Thank you for joining me. You guys have an awesome rest of your Saturday. I'll be back with more little quick videos.